India and Pakistan have agreed to a full and immediate ceasefire after days of military tension. India's foreign secretary said the fighting stopped at 5 p.m. local time, while Pakistan's deputy prime minister said the country has always aimed for peace in the region. The breakthrough came after a night of talks led by the United States. President Donald Trump confirmed that the talks helped bring about the ceasefire. Both countries have accused each other of missile, drone, and cross-border attacks during the recent conflict. Meanwhile, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer says Europe and the US are pressuring Vladimir Putin to agree to a 30-day ceasefire in Ukraine without any conditions. Starmer made the statement during a press conference in Kyiv alongside Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, French President Emmanuel Macron, German opposition leader Friedrich Merz, and Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk. The leaders' visit to Kyiv was seen as a strong message of support for Ukraine, especially after more than 20 leaders attended an event with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Moscow. In a joint statement, the leaders urged Russia to agree to the ceasefire to allow space for peace talks. European leaders called US President Donald Trump to discuss a proposed 30-day ceasefire between Russia and Ukraine set to begin Monday. The call followed a meeting in Kyiv of the Coalition of the Willing, which include France, Germany, the UK, and Poland. However, the Kremlin said a ceasefire would only be possible if Ukraine's allies stopped sending weapons. Experts say the chances of a ceasefire remain low despite the strong push from key Western leaders. And lastly on global news, the Trump administration is considering suspending habeas corpus, the legal right that allows people to challenge their detention in court. White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller said on Friday that the Constitution permits suspending this right during times of rebellion or invasion. He added that the decision may depend on how courts handle ongoing cases. The move comes as courts are questioning the detention of undocumented migrants and foreign students. Recently, a judge ordered the release of a Turkish student who was held for criticizing Israel, and another judge freed a Colombian student detained over his support for Palestinians. And that's it from the global scene. Rebecca Goffey reporting for BTV News.